Hi guys, Mike here, and today we're going to have a look at the docking station for the Asus Transformer Infinity. And you might see here that it says Transformer Prime, and that's because the docking station for the Infinity is in fact the same docking station that Asus brought for their Transformer Prime. So if you bought that one, you will be able to use it with the Infinity. Now, we have the box here. It's pretty much the same box as the before. It's quite thin, quite compact, and inside you have the docking station and a couple of manuals, and that's pretty much all. Now let's get rid of the box and have a look at this docking station. Well, if you saw my review of the docking station for the Prime, you're probably not going to want to see this again, but I'm still going to show it to you. Like I said, this is for the Transformer Infinity, and later on I'm going to connect the tablet and show you that it's actually going to work with it. Now let's have a look on the outside. You have metal on the back. It's brushed aluminum. It looks good and it feels quite nice as well. You have 4 rubber feet on the bottom as well, and that's pretty much all. And on the front you of course have the keyboard with a dedicated trackpad. It's actually a decent trackpad. You have the click buttons over here. They're a bit stiff, but they're alright. They're going to work alright. You have the palm rest. Not a lot of space here because this is quite a small device. And of course you have the keyboard. It's not a full-size keyboard. I believe it's a 93% keyboard, and some of the keys are actually smaller. For instance, we have the arrow keys. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit so you will be able to see better what I'm talking about. So these are the arrow keys, and you can see that they're slightly smaller than the keys around here. Besides this, the keyboard is pretty good. You don't have a lot of travel, but I would say it's alright. There's little to no flex, and the entire keyboard is not at all noisy, except for the space. Space is a little bit noisy. Now you have a bunch of dedicated keys for Android. For instance, you have the home button, the search button, you have the menu button, but you also have the dedicated keys from Windows, for instance, Control Shift, and those that you're going to use when typing. And the F keys are once again keys used for Android, and you have a bunch of them. You have back button, you have wireless Bluetooth. You're going to be able to turn off the trackpad. You have screen brightness, you have multimedia buttons, volume button, and the lock button here in the corner. So overall, this keyboard is actually quite alright. It's not of course the best keyboard out there, but for a tablet, well, it will do the job. Now let's have a look on the side, and we have here an SD card reader. It can work with, I believe, up to 64 gigabyte SSD HC cards, so you can extend the memory with that. You also have a full-size USB 2.0 slot here, hidden beneath this rubber nib. On the back you have this connector. You're going to use it to connect the tablet to the Transformer docking station. And on this other side you have the port, which is the proprietary charging port that you're also going to use to connect this to a computer. And next to it there is a charging LED. When this one is connected, this small LED will tell you if the tablet is charging or it's already charged. And that's pretty much all. Now let's go ahead and connect the tablet. Alright, so we have the tablet over here, and this is of course the Transformer Infinity. It's not the Prime, it's the new version with the HD screen and the faster hardware. We're not going to get into details right now, but we're going to connect it to the docking station. As before, you have these arrows, one here on the tablet and one here on the docking station. You have to center them, one on top of the other, and then you just have to press the tablet into the docking station. This latch here will tell you if it's locked or not, and this pop-up will tell you that the docking is now connected. So now you can actually use this trackpad to control a small cursor on the screen. You're probably going to see this. And you can also use the keyboard if you want to perform various tasks. For instance, to type search in here or anything else like this. That's why you can use the keyboard. The keyboard is fairly accurate, I would say, but it will take a little bit of time to actually get used to it. Now, the final part of this clip, I'm going to show you that you can actually connect a bunch of peripherals to this docking station via the USB port. And of course, it comes with an USB with an SD card slot adapter as well. I'm not going to focus on that. It will work with pretty much all the types of SD cards out there. I zoomed in on the screen a bit so you can see me now connecting all these peripherals, and we're going to start with this, which is a wireless mouse, an external mouse that will use this small adapter. You're going to insert this in here, and let's see. Well, it's working. Right now I'm using the mouse in order to navigate around. There is a small cursor, it's very small. I'm not really sure if you can see it. It's right here in the middle of the screen. You should see it there. And I can now use a mouse in order to perform various tasks. For instance, I can go ahead and open the browser. Go back, go into menu and navigate around. So I'm using a mouse. This is a regular wireless mouse. It will work with wired mice, as well. Okay. Next, we're going to try to connect this, which is an USB 3.0 flash drive. Let's put it in here, and it's going to be discovered right now. It says preparing external storage. And now you can see it here. We have the internal storage inserted, and you can go ahead and navigate and see all the files on this particular disk. We have the USB disk over here. So this is the USB disk. It has a bunch of files. I can see it, and of course I can navigate around and stuff like this. Okay, let's go ahead and exit. And you can then disconnect this. If you want to safely disconnect it, has a small icon over here, and I've disconnected it. And last, I'm going to show you this, which is an external hard drive. It's a regular USB 2.0 hard drive you can use to store a bunch of data. And once again, you're going to connect it over here, and it discovered it. And we have here a bunch of stuff. I don't know. For instance, a picture. So I just opened a picture from this external hard drive. Let's go ahead and disconnect it as well. Okay, you're probably going to be able to use a bunch of other peripherals. I'm not really sure if you'll be able to use a printer, because for that you're going to need drivers. One more thing, actually two more things I wanted to show you. How you can disconnect the tablet is actually very easy. You have the latch over here, just have to press it, push it like this towards the left in the unlock position, and with it pushed, just grab the tablet, take it out, and now it is disconnected. And one more thing, this one actually hides a battery. There is a battery inside beneath the keyboard, and it will be quite useful because together these two will go to, I don't know, maybe like 15 hours of life together, the tablet and the docking station. And when you're going to connect the tablet to the docking station, the battery inside the docking station will automatically help you charge the battery in your, let me zoom in, it's not perfectly connected, should work. Okay, so the battery inside the docking station will help you charge the battery in your tablet, and it says here, if this is activated, it has 77% of the battery is loaded on the docking station, and only 85% on the tablet, and this one can charge the tablet if you want to. So when you're going to remove it, you have extra battery on your particular slate. Okay, so those are all the details I wanted to show you about this, about the docking station for the Asus Transformer Pad Infinity. Like I said, it's the same docking station that was available for the Transformer Prime, so if you already bought that one, it will work on the Infinity as well. And if you don't, this will sell for about $150 and should be available in stores actually right now, even before the Infinity is actually available there. Okay, that's it for now. See the other part of the review for the Asus Transformer Infinity. We have it here on Gadget Jam. We have plenty of clips about this tablet that should help you understand why it is perhaps the best Android slate available right now on the market. Thanks.